Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Well, when seeing urologists, there are many important questions a man should be asking. Joining me today to highlight what men should be asking their urologist is Dr. John Tuttle from Clark Regional Medical Centre. Welcome to the show, my friend. November being the month of men's health. How are we?
We're doing well. Thank you.
That's what I like to know. Okay, first thing I want to kick off is, when do I need a prostate exam? We're kicking straight into it, everyone.
Well, by our best practice guidelines that we currently have, you should consider starting prostate exams when you're 50 years of age and until you're 69, unless you have high risk factors such as a family history for prostate cancer or if you're African American.
Oh, really?
Yes.
They have a higher risk?
They have a higher incidence of prostate cancer than Caucasians.
Okay, is there anything that I can do in my day-to-day life to lower my chances of developing prostate cancer, apart from hereditary?
Yeah, a lot of research has been done, but so far we come up with nothing other than screening that might detect it early, but for prevention, we don't have any methodology.
Where do we stand in the level of cancer when it comes to prostate cancer? Is it in the top 5 cancers for people?
Well, for men, it's a top cancer for men. That's from an age of over 40. For younger men, it's less likely than testicular cancer.
And we're going to touch on that in just a moment.
Yes.
But one thing I do want to ask you is, you said something very interesting when we were in commercial break. My question to you was, why do men have a problem going to the doctor?
Well, I think that I think women are more tuned in to go to doctors. They go for their annual gynecology evaluation. Women are more the keeper of health care in the household. When someone gets sick, they usually go to the female. Yeah. And so she's more in tune and has a wavelength to connect more to health care than men. And so men are more hesitant.
And it's really a woman saying to her husband or loved one, you need to go to the doctor.
Exactly. You hear that
and sometimes it's too late. I was saying before that my father has colon cancer. He waited too long. It was 4 or 5 years, the doctor said, that it's been there.
Right.
So, it's sad. Right. But how do we find out about testicular cancer, and what's the type of screening done for that?
Well, it's the most common solid tumor in men between the ages of 15 and 40.
Really?
So we encourage men to, once a month, self-examine. They usually feel a lump or a hardness in the testicle, and then they should go to their care provider. Occasionally, they will be out doing sports and be unaware they have a lump there, but get it bumped, and then it becomes sore and tender, and then that leads to going to the provider.
Okay.
Yes.
So they normally wait for a problem.
They usually
instead of, and you said 15 to 40?
Yeah, it's
I had no idea.
Common. It's the most common during that age group in men.
All the ladies sitting at home watching, ask your son or your husband as well. Very interesting. Another one that you have here is, how many times a day should a man be urinating?
Well, by definition,
that's interesting.
Yes, in a day, I presume we mean a 24-hour day. And it's considered, if you void more than 8 times in a 24-hour period, that you have overactive bladder.
Oh.
And so that's just a guideline.
Okay. And that's if you're drinking the average 8 glasses a day.
Exactly. And
I got you. This is something as well. Tell me about the new service to be offered at Clark Regional Complex, Urodynamics?
Yes, Clark.
What is this?
Well, the bladder has 2 functions. One is to store urine, and the other is to eliminate urine. And urodynamic is an electronic way to measure pressures and forces involved in storage or elimination of urine. Right. And so it's a new offering that's going to be starting up this next month.
Oh, Dr. John, we appreciate you coming in.
Great.
I love
Thank you.
that you give us great information every time. Really interesting about testicular cancer. I had no idea.
Good.
So thank you for that as well. Stick around. Oh, there's all the information for Clark Regional Medical Centre. Give them a buzz, guys. Great facility. Appreciate everything that they do for us here at Midday Kentucky. Stick around for the latest entertainment news, everyone. You're watching Midday Kentucky and Dr. John.
Thank you.